Jack, have you pinched yourself yet?
Nah, it's been a crazy couple of like days and weeks of being in and around the first team, but I've loved every moment of it. Like making my debut in front of all the fans, and like especially since I've been here since I was 9, 10 years old. It's been brilliant.
Take us back to that day when it goes from being a scholarship to right, you've got a contract offer. There it is.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it really. They got us in like just me and my mum, and then they sat us down and said they wanted to offer us a contract, and I was just delighted. It just felt like there's a lot of like weight off my shoulders. Like I could, instead of focusing on trying to get a contract, I could like go into training every day and just try and improve as a player. So yeah, it's a great day really.
And you mentioned your parents in passing there, but there's all the hard work of getting you from the age of 8 to training venues to sessions and then making sure that you get through this so that you get what you're doing now.
Yeah, they've been spot on to be fair. Like they've always encouraged us to go like train stuff. Even some days if I thought it was tough, like getting there and stuff after school, like 4 times a week up to Carlisle, like an hour up the road. But yeah, I thank them a lot for everything they've done for us so far. And my little sister as well, because she had to travel as well.
Watching the likes of Sam, of Gabe and Scotty and those that are coming through, is there ever a point when you think to yourself, it's not going to happen for me?
I don't know. There's a little bit of jealousy when you see them all like getting involved and stuff. But I know I was just trying to stay patient, and I knew like, especially with a manager coming in, like in the past you've seen him bring like young players through. So it was an opportunity to go in and show them what I can do, and luckily I did that.
You mentioned how it was when you got the offer, so you go home that night. What's that like when it's you in your room, probably not even reading or looking at anything, just sitting there thinking, it's happened?
Yeah, it was crazy, honestly. I couldn't believe it, to be honest, but yeah.
The way you've played, Jack, I mean, we've seen you at right back, we've seen you in central defence, we've seen you in midfield. I think you've even had a dabble up front at some point. Where do you pigeonhole yourself?
To be honest, I'm not too bothered about focusing on it now. I think that'll like come into play like later down the line. Like probably settle down to like one position as I get older. But right now, as long as I'm playing, I really don't mind. Like I love playing right wing back the other day, like getting forward, but also centre half. It's what I've done for quite a while. So. Yeah.
Paul revealed that what he did was just get you into the meeting, and then the team comes up. And what went through your mind at that point?
I was just so shocked. Like I didn't even realise until like I properly looked, because normally like I see the team and I'm just like have a little glance, but then I looked and he started speaking, saying like congrats to Jack, and I just looked up and I was like, oh, just loads of things going through my mind, just thinking about playing in front of all the fans. But yeah, it was a good feeling.
You said it. It's been a crazy few weeks, crazy few months to tick off the contract and to tick off the debut, and in 2 really big games as well. Wow.
Yeah, like I've always said, like I want to like play whilst I'm still a scholar. So to do it was great, especially in front of like the 2 big crowds we've had, especially here, like in front of all of our fans. It was unbelievable, and then to go to Bradford in front of like 18,000 or whatever it was just mental.
You mentioned the role. What did Paul say to you about that, particularly ahead of your debut against Stevenage?
No, I was just telling us to be myself, go and play my normal football, because that's what I'm good. That's what I'm best at doing. Really, don't need to like try and change just because it's like a bigger stage and stuff. Like all the lads were just saying, just be yourself. But yeah, it was good. Like they didn't really make a big thing of it as well. Like just try to like play it down. Like just go out and play my normal football.
You've been around the first team squad a couple of times this season, but how different was it doing the warm-up, knowing that in 20 minutes' time I'm back out with a shirt on?
Yeah, it's a pretty mad feeling, because like normally like when I was on the bench like Papa John's and FA Cup, you don't really think like there's a chance of coming on, but like when you know you're playing, it's so different, and you're just worrying about every little touch. But you know, once I got out there, I was all right.
I reckon over half the crowd were thinking Jack Ellis man of the match for that home game. I mean, it just happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
You must have been so pleased.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't want to mess up. I just wanted to get through the game as soon as possible and just try and play as well as I can. But for some of the fans to say I was a man of the match, it's a special feeling.
If you don't mind me saying this, first few minutes we'll see you check back, go for the simple pass, then all of a sudden you're overlapping. There's a cross for Bren at one point.
Yeah.
How much did you settle into that?
Well, to be honest, I just wanted to settle in as soon as possible, because like the last thing I wanted to do was he'd make a mistake or anything. So the first 5-10 minutes I was just like, just keep the ball. But then slowly got into it, and all the players helped us as well, like with Corey next to us and marking that. and even Amari up front just come to speak to us, like even if it's at half time or throughout the game, just telling us just to be calm, keep playing my normal football, and the rest will show really.
Is there anybody in the senior squad in particular who's looked after you over the past year or so?
There's been quite a few, to be fair. I think I've been quite lucky. I think I've had like Morgan. He's still young, but he's been a good captain for us when he's came instead of Cal. And then I think Mark as well. Like with all of his experience, he's just been talking. He taught me right through that first game. So massive thanks to him, and also like Corey as well. Since pre-season, I've spoke to him a lot, and he's helped us out a lot too.
That's done now, Jack. The scholarship part of it. When you come back in June, I think it's June. Yeah. You're fighting for a place, and it's real for you now, isn't it? Because you've had that taste. You must just want more.
Yeah, it's like like you said, I've had a taste now, and all I want is more. It's a bit of a shame that the season's come to an end. I wish I got it a bit early on, so I got a few more games. But time to chill out for a couple of weeks, and then come back, just show the manager that I'm ready and I want to play for this club.
What's it done for yourself, for your confidence, for your belief in you as a football player and as a person, Jack?
Yeah, it's been good. I think I just feel like I feel like the most confident I've ever been, like on the ball and like playing footy and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it goes next year.
You're a young lad. Of course, you're gonna have a holiday or whatever it is, but I reckon you just want to get on with it tomorrow, would you?
Yeah. Like if you said like train tomorrow, I'd 100% be there. Just want to play again. Really, it's quite frustrating, but we'll have a nice break, go on holiday, and then we'll come back and start fighting again.
And last one, Jack. There are loads of 8 or 9-year-old boys who get into that academy and they go through this system. You've done it. What does it mean for somebody who, I know you're locally born, the Lake District and things like that. What does it mean for somebody who supports the club to do that and then be sat where you are now?
Well, it's crazy, just like, because I remember coming here, I was like 8, 9, 10, like after our games on like Saturday mornings and stuff to come watch, and then to now be playing on the actual pitch. It's crazy, and it's everything I've ever really wanted, to be honest.